Hey guys, here with another Aderonn Airsoft review. This is the video review of the S Thunder water and powder low profile landmine. Now here's the box. Before we get into anything, you can purchase this on sthunder.com, as you can see right there. That is the place I recommend buying it from, directly from them. But if you're in the US, you can buy it from evike.com or ontargetairsoft.com. And also, they have distributors all around the world. So click the first link down below for a list of the international distributors and to see where you can buy airsoft products from S Thunder close to you. So you can buy this for $62, which is a pretty good deal for a landmine. It's pretty awesome. So just to get started, here's the box. Simple box, pretty small. Picture on the side, and when you open the box you will get basically two things. You get the landmine and you get this little bag. Now in this little plastic bag, if you open it up, is a larger bag. It's a really nice it's nylon little sack with a carabiner on it and a pull cord to sort of tighten it. And this can be attached to your belt or whatever, your vest, backpack, however you want to carry it, and you can just slip this inside and carry it with you in the field. So that's a really nifty little thing to include. So plus it says S Thunder on it, which is nice. So let me put that in the bag. So here you have your landmine. I mean, really simple, looks like a landmine. In the box, it will come with two of these little pins. These are the safety pins. These keep it from firing when it's in the bag and stuff. Obviously, right now, I don't have any gas in it, so I can press it down. But while you're in the field, you'll want to keep these pins in, one if not two of them. I normally only put in one, just in case one gets lost. So if I do lose one, then I'll still have another at home. So basically, it's a really simple device. Breaks into two parts without having to unscrew anything. The bottom part is just a piece of plastic, basically a big bowl, and on the bottom it has sort of a little firing mechanism, which is basically just a little raised cross. This, however, is basically the bulk of the landmine and where the firing mechanism is. If you look at the bottom, it looks exactly like a 40mm airsoft grenade shell. And my theory is basically that's all it is in here. Is that you take the bottom half of a 40mm grenade shell, the bottom being right here and then halfway being about here, and you can see inside is the CO2 reservoir. So this is CO2 ready, by the way, so don't worry if you want to use CO2 or if you just want to use green gas, whatever trips your trigger, or in this case sets off your landmine. But basically you just fill it in the bottom. When somebody steps on it, there's a spring in there, they step on it, it'll decompress, pushing the bottom of the grenade in towards this little cross, and decompresses the silver trigger right there, setting it off. Once you set it off, then all the gas will escape out of this little pink area, releasing it from the reservoir and through this grate right here. Now in here you can either put water or powder. S Thunder has several different models. They have the water version and the powder version, both in a large size, where you use the whole 12-gram CO2 cartridge to fire it, or they have the powder version in a medium size, and then the small size is both powder and water. So I prefer to use powder just because it's a little bit easier to just put a little bit in, and then it's easier to wipe off your clothing after it fires. Sometimes if you use water, the player who steps on this might get a little bit mad because they don't want water all over their clothes and stuff. But honestly, it's not that much water. It's just like a little tiny spray. just enough to get you a little bit, your clothes a little bit moist, but no big deal really. As for cleaning, once you set it off and stuff, normally I'll do powder first, and then as the day progresses I might do water just to clean it out, because it's nice to run some water through this, get all the powder out of the grates right here, and clean it out as you're playing. So I don't recommend using water then powder because it'll get all gummy inside. But to once you're done with it, you want to clean it out. This top piece unscrews, and it can open up like this. This top grate is just basically a piece of plastic, and this right here, a little bit dirty, but it's just the top of the grenade, and more of the gas will come out. You just want to wash this with water, and you're pretty much good to go. Then you can just dry it off, screw this top piece back on. As for resetting the grenade after you fire it, it's really simple. Just take a stick or a barbecue lighter or something and just push this silver button in as far as it'll go. Make sure that there's no gas in it, but just push it in as far as it'll go, and it'll reset the trigger mechanism in there. So I mean, it's a really simple device, really simple and easy to use. After you gas it up, you can just pour your powder or water, whichever you want to use, in here. Dig a hole, stick this in, and put some grass on top, and somebody can come along. Make sure you pull the safety out when you deploy it, otherwise it won't really do anything. So then somebody comes around, steps on it, and instantly when they step on it, it fires. The powder only version is actually a delay. They step on it, and then it won't go off until they release their foot. Then once the pressure is released off the grenade, then it'll go off. But this version is instant. So thanks for watching. This is the S Thunder water and powder grenade. I highly recommend it for $62 if you're doing some intense milsim gaming. It's definitely a must-have. It has a wow factor to it. It'll scare people because they'll be paranoid wherever they step. They'll always be watching the ground for the next step, making sure they don't step on it, and then I'll give you an opportunity to sneak up around them and shoot them. Always remember where you place these, just in case nobody steps on them, so you can always go back and find them later on. You don't want to lose these out in the field. Using S Thunder's CO2 system, these are good for about 2 weeks with one fill. So I'm not recommending it, but if you wanted to, you could fill it up with gas, and you'd be safe just leaving it for maybe 1 to 2 weeks. Obviously that's their max. S Thunder has tested it, and you don't want to exceed that 2 weeks, but since they can handle that, then you have no problem if you want to gas this up, put it in your car, drive to the field, and then once you get to the field, it'll still be ready. It's not going to pop a leak in your car. So it's CO2 ready, and I highly recommend it. I know I've been rambling on for a little while, but let me just show you guys again. Here's a little bag that it comes in. Here's the box. So be sure to click the links down below as to where to get it. I will put a link to S Thunder's site, their variety of landmines, as well as their link to their worldwide distributors. So